PushGapRadio.com, Hamilton Park, Dallas, Fort Worth.
PushGapRadio.com, bridging the gap between old school and new school radio. PushGapRadio.com. It's Dallas, baby.
Remember Skip Murphy and Company? Back in the day before the advent of internet radio, national syndication, or social media, the Skip Murphy and Company morning show featuring Skip Murphy, Nanette Lee, Wig, Chris Arnold, and Sam Putney was the #1 rated morning show in the Dallas-Fort Worth market for 10 consecutive years. They were the home team. They were our family for life, and they were the best to ever do it. Here's a tribute. Skip Murphy and Company, K104, Dallas, baby.
The best radio morning team of all time, Skip Murphy and the Morning Team, featuring an exclusive interview with Prince and Nanette's hilarious refrigerator prank. Rest in peace, slamming Sammy Putney.
Yeah. Well, that's some gallery y'all got over there.
We got a little bit of everybody in here, Prince.
Yeah, I might.
Oh, it's just Prince, I hear you laughing.
Ain't no wrong with that, Mike. Ain't no wrong with that.
My daughter plays the flute and the clarinet, and both of them play piano, and I play bass guitar. And I remember I sent you a tape long ago. Would you?
Did you ever make that tape, Prince? But you know what, Prince? I got. Speaking of playing an instrument, is it the
saxophone?
The saxophone. What is the white girl name? She is so cold.
White girl bad.
Oh my God, that girl so cold. It's unreal. What's her name, Prince?
What is that white girl name?
Hey, you in the South now. Hey, we keep it real.
One day I was talking to Miles Davis. He looked at me and said, "Prince, what's that fat lady's name?" No, you didn't.
Hey, I was loving it.
Her name's Candy Dulfer.
Yes.
She's talented.
Oh, she's cold.
Hey, Prince, on that same note, now I know, because I heard Dave Chappelle came by your after party in New York.
Right.
I heard you really do play basketball really good.
Oh, yeah, that's a true story.
They said, you took on Eddie Murphy and Eddie's brother in a game of basketball and then gave him some pancakes afterwards.
Well, the pancakes was just kind of like, like a diss, just to,
Right, but you
like
beat him.
Jemima,
Yeah. But you beat him. That's great, man. That's a great story.
I mean, it was the least I could do,
Yeah.
All right. And don't forget who gave you a chance now. Tom Joyner.
The best radio morning team of all time, Skip Murphy and the Morning Team, featuring an exclusive interview with Prince and Nanette's hilarious refrigerator prank. Rest in peace, slamming Sammy Putney.
Hey friend, don't tell me this is how I learned that this is a DFW only thing. So I remember hearing it in the morning when I was a kid. I remember hearing it on Fridays in school. It was played every morning on K104. So if you're not from Dallas, if you're not from DFW, you might not even know this song existed. Well, I'm gonna learn you today.
Try to be the best you can be.
Go look it up.
Wake up, I'm up, get dressed, I'm dressed, tune in, and we gon' start your day off right. Got Skip, Nanette, got Sam, got Willis, and Chris, and they gon' get your morning right. Wake up, I'm up, get dressed, I'm dressed, tune in, and we gon' start your day off right. Got Skip, Nanette, got Sam, got Willis, and Chris, and they gon' get your morning right.
What? Skip Murphy and Company cut hair too? Anything for the family, my brother. Solid.
PushGapRadio.com, your official Skip Murphy and the Morning Team station. Weather today in the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex calls for a high of 110 degrees. Here currently at the worldwide studios of PushGapRadios.com, it is 104 degrees. Long before there was Joe Rogan, The Breakfast Club, or the multi-million-dollar podcast industry we see today, there was a frequency that ruled the airwaves here in Dallas-Fort Worth every morning at 6 a.m. The DFW Metroplex didn't just tune in to a radio station, fam. We tuned in to family. Skip Murphy and the morning team weren't just playing the hits. They were the architects of community chemistry. These people, man, they just pulled our community together. You don't understand the power of these people, man. They inspired me. I'm going to tell you my story shortly here. Yeah, they were architects of community chemistry. They proved that if you give people a seat at the table of your conversation, people will stay with you for a damn decade. These people were number one for 10 years. I stole a whole damn format when I was in school in 2007. I was on the radio in Mountain View, California, KYBN Radio. Also on their internet station, Dr. Aaron Ramsey down there in Mountain View, California. Yeah, our whole format was Skip Murphy and Company, but I'll explain that to you later on. These people were amazing. Family for life. Today we're remembering Skip Murphy and the morning team, because once upon a time, baby, Skip Murphy and the morning team did they damn thing. They was them. They was him. They was he. Man, how time flies. Your ass wasn't around in Dallas-Fort Worth in the 90s and the early 2000s. You missed the greatest morning radio show on the freaking planet. Skip Murphy and the morning team. Every weekday morning on K104, baby. On that show, these people, their personalities were just larger than life, man. Skip Murphy, Chris Arnold, Dallas Fort Worth's own Nanette Lee, and of course, Slammy Sammy Putney. You lived in Dallas in the 90s and 2000s. Ain't no way in hell you don't remember the greatest radio show in the annals, nigga, of radio. Not only did they make us laugh, they did wonderful things for our community. Finna let you check them out. Rest in peace, Slammy Sammy Putney.
Murphy and the Morning Team, featuring an exclusive interview with Prince and Nanette's hilarious refrigerator prank. Rest in peace, Slamming Sammy Putney.
From a legendary crooner to a legendary crew. For over 10 years, Skip Murphy and Company dominated Metroplex morning radio. And now they are poised to dominate morning television. Right here on Black Contemporary TV.
What's up, boys? This is Mark Putney at 6 a.m. and we're at K104 Studios. We've come here to visit and see what it takes to put on a morning show. So check it out.
Fresh play for K104, the home team. This is Skip Murphy and Company at 6:54.
Many things go into putting on a radio show, such as editing and timing.
Well, for a lot of people, it takes a lot of preparation. It just depends on who you are as individuals. We are so natural, so we don't do a lot of preparation. What we'll do is we'll go through the computer and see what's going on in the computer, see what's going on in the paper, and as far as preparation, we just play off each other.
It's not always hard. It's also fun putting together a show.
It's about that time! Long fella!
We don't do it word for word, Junior. No. But we know, like, me and Sam will get together and put a lot of things together.
We may have to hold
off. Or if we do character bits or something like that, we got that scripted out, things like that.
What's up, boys? This is Mark Putney. This is my father, Sam Putney, known as Slam Machiavelli Putney.
Now I'm the artist now, formerly known as Slammy.
The artist formerly known as Slammy. Dad, being that you're a celebrity.
Celebrity?
Well, a wannabe celebrity.
No.
What goes in the... How do you keep your ego in check?
Keep my ego in check? Well, what you got to do is, Mark, you really just don't forget where you came from.
Here's Chris Arnold to tell us a little about what goes on during his day.
I get up at 4 o'clock every morning, but I cover all these games. I got the K104, then I do the ticket, the talk show on the ticket, then I do TV stuff, then I cover these games at night. I may not get home from a game.
What's up, boys? This is Mark Putney at 6 a.m. and we're at K104 Studios.
Yeah, it's great to see that piece with Slammy's son. Skip Murphy and the morning team, their fame was largely attributed to the chemistry between the morning team. That's what made them so phenomenal. It's like these people have been doing this their whole lives together. Nanette's comedy, Sam's news and personality, Chris Arnold's sports, and Wig's production and humor. They were widely recognized around here for the community work, including the Skip Murphy Foundation and the Kwanzaa Fest event, which became staples of North Texas. Now, what made them untouchable, nigga, was the balance they had. You had Skip Murphy, the captain, with the 35-year veteran ear, Nanette Lee, the queen of comedy around here. Nanette Lee and Erykah Badu are black excellence down here in Dallas, okay? They are black royalty down here. Love Nanette Lee. Yeah, Nanette Lee, queen of comedy, who proved you could be hilarious and heartfelt at the same time. Chris Arnold, because movie watching is a sport, got you down. The sports encyclopedia and current Dallas Mavericks legend. And Wig, the man behind the board, twisting and tweaking the dials to make sure that energy never dipped. And then there was the late, great Sammy Putney. May he rest in peace, nigga. If you know, you know. Every podcast needs a voice of reason. And Sammy was the gold standard. He was the benchmark around here, fam. To us. We ain't just lose on-air personality. Everybody loves Slammy, man. And when he passed in 2024, again, we didn't just lose a radio guy. We lost the heartbeat of our morning routine. Because you had to be sitting in your car 15 minutes before 8 o'clock. Because Gossip to Go with Flo came on. Skip Murphy and Company, you ain't ready. The Prince interview, conducted by Skip Murphy and the Morning Team, powered by PushGapRadios Dallas. It's the hottest combination in the urban internet radio game. Here's Prince.
The best radio morning team of all time, Skip Murphy and the Morning Team, featuring an exclusive interview with Prince and Nanette's hilarious refrigerator prank. Rest in peace, slamming Sammy Putney.
The Honorable Prince. How are you this morning, Prince?
Good, how are you?
Man, it's great to have you on the phone here. Now, we got a lot of people in this room here, Prince. They didn't come to work, any last week, but they found out you were going to be here this morning. So here they come. Nanette Lee, real Chris Arnold, CA, who thinks he's a miniature Prince. He thinks he's a replica of you, dog. The
big
Wig.
Fan of yours, big fan.
Sam Putney, Cletus Cleat Dog Johnson. But I want to say congratulations on your recent induction into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, my man.
Thank you very much.
June 11th, you're coming back to the American Airlines Center. Off the chain. Did you have did it ever cross your mind that you were going to get the kind of reception you had the first time you rolled into Dallas-Fort Worth?
I've always had good gigs in Dallas. It was a wonderful night. I really dug when Erykah got on stage.
Oh, that was super.
Yeah.
That was great.
And she was just a little too pregnant, though.
That's our girl.
Yeah, that was great. Boy, Prince, you put on a show. I told everybody I have not seen a show like that in years. And I go to just about everybody's concert, but you showed them how it's supposed to be done.
Oh, I appreciate that.
And recent word is that the show is sold out here already for June 11th.
Yeah, it's met a really great response. I think it's because what you just said is that we really work extra hard to do the absolute very best that we can.
You remember back in the day when you were getting started, Prince, you remember the name of your first rock and roll band?
I had a few. Grand Central, Champagne.
Yeah.
We had a lot of crazy bands back then.
How many instruments is it you play?
I play a bunch of them, but my favorite, I think, is guitar this tour.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to focus on that a little bit.
Well, Prince rocked the American Airlines Center when he came. He'll be back on June 11th. We're so privileged to have him on the phone with us this morning. Prince, for the young kids that aren't, as musically inclined as, we were back in the day coming up, you got any words for them? Because, they'll play a synthesizer, anything in a minute, or just go with tape music. They're not even able to play an instrument.
Well, I've been thinking a lot about that. That's what I tried to focus on in the song musicology, and thus the video with the kid listening to the record and putting the record back and still trying to pick his chords out on the guitar.
Right.
I think it's important that kids learn their instruments because we're going to lose the art of that, and also they should learn the art of songwriting from the great songwriters. Mm-hmm. I came up in a time when it was all about songs. It wasn't just a loop, and that's what you got going on now. You've got these songs that, you pretty much know them before they're over with.
Yeah, these kids don't rock no instruments today. They have no idea what's going on. Drum machines and synthesizers and whatnot. But the real story here is how these people transitioned, man. When the traditional radio dial shifted, they didn't stop. They went over to Fishbowl down here where you could do your own podcast. That's how their name went from Skip Murphy and the Morning Team to Skip Murphy and Company. Sort of like the Jackson 5 when they left Motown. Now they're the Jacksons. But yeah, man, they took their show on the road. Like Chris Arnold here in the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex. He has a built-in audience. It's too white on the sports dial down here when you have a jewel like Chris Arnold. But I digress. Skip Murphy and the Morning Team showed us that the brand isn't the station you're on. It's the relationship you have with the people listening. I hope you heard that if you're podcasting yourself. Whether Skip Murphy is on a digital app today or Chris Arnold is emceeing a Mavs game, the mission is the same. Stay connected to the family. But I would be remiss if I did not pay homage to the guy who started it all for me. I was 14 when I ran into the greatness that was Tom Joyner on Chicago radio. WBMX, Oak Park, Chicago. Yeah, I went to damn radio school because of Tom Joyner. So here is my token of appreciation to the greatness, to the legend that is Tom Joyner. Bert and Tom, what's up with it, baby? Killer and Thriller.
The best radio morning team of all time, Skip Murphy and the Morning Team, featuring an exclusive interview with Prince and Nanette's hilarious refrigerator prank. Rest in peace, slamming Sammy Putney.
This is a Christian man up here with. Don't you talk like that. He needs to know the truth.
He needs to know the truth.
Me and Siri got a relationship.
Yeah,
you do.
Oh, but Norris J, we wish you continued success. Wish you the best too, man.
Appreciate the love, man.
All right, and don't forget who gave you a chance now.
I ain't gonna forget.
Look at him.
Tom Joyner.
This is Skip Murphy on the next TJMS. Since Tom and Sybil are on vacation, it's Guy Tory Wednesday, and it's Get Well Wednesday. Plus, Guy's got gripe. He's got his story. If it ain't right, he's got gripe. He ain't complaining. Just explain it. On the next TJMS.
Last day, last few minutes.
A living legend signed off the air for the last time.
It's like an end of an era.
Tom Joyner officially retired today after 25 years as the host of the Tom Joyner Morning Show.
It's bittersweet. I'm very excited because Tom has worked so hard and earned this place in his life and this time.
But he was more than a radio host. He was the voice for the black community, from politics to promoting social causes.
He was our voice. You know, I think that's the thing. Now I'm going to get kind of tested. He was our voice. And I was reading so many tributes, and I was like, that's what you want to do. You want to change. You want to be able to use this and change lives, and he did that.
He grew up as the son of a Tuskegee Airman in Alabama. Education was his number one priority, promoting historically black colleges. He raised more than $65 million for his foundation to help students go to college.
He just wasn't going to be satisfied unless everybody that he could possibly help had an opportunity to go to school and not run out of money.
Tributes poured in, like Tyler Perry, who called in as his famous character Medea.
I just wanted to call in and tell you thank you for all the love that you have given me over these years.
In the mid-'80s, he was called the Fly Jock because he flew round trip between Dallas and Chicago 5 days a week to host shows. He was the first black syndicated radio show host. DD McGuire, who hosts the DD McGuire Morning Show on K104, is one of his proteges.
He just laid the blueprint for me. I'm now heard in 30 cities around the country, and that's all because Tom Joyner kicked open that door.
Dee says it's now up to those he inspired to take the reins and continue his legacy of entertainment and philanthropy. In Dallas, I'm Rebecca Lopez.
Yeah, Tom is a legend. I played drums at a church. I ran up on him in 1985. We went to see Vanilla Ice at Riverside Park in Dallas. I had got here January of 85, so this is like June of 85. So we're there, we rocking out, go in the bathroom, taking a whiz. I happen to look up, it's Tom Joyner, and I'm looking at him like, dude, what are you doing here? And he's looking at me like, well, I'm on the air. I told him, well, I'm from Gary, Indiana. I just got here a couple of months ago. He said, yeah, I do here too. Then later on, I played drums for a church, Ben Washington. Reverend Shepherd, may God rest his soul. Been in a fashion show with him and everything. Tom Joyner, to me, was great in his mind. Loved his family and everything. Skip Murphy once said, what makes our show successful is that we are our listeners. In the world of digital media, that is the only rule that matters. What happened to black media? Black radio? Well, let's find out. Roll tape. One of the white guys said, The worst thing we ever invented was the internet, because now these niggas are talking to each other from New York to LA. Here's what's up with our black media. Check this out.
Every major city in the United States used to have 2 main black radio stations. We're now down to 1. Atlanta, I think, is now 1. I'm not sure. And I'm not talking about the hip-hop young people stuff. I'm talking about grown folks, mature radio that followed the format of a BLS or Kiss FM. We used to have 2. Now we got 1. New York has 1. Miami was stripped of its secondary radio, so now we don't get Steve Harvey. We only get Tom Joyner. I'm not in Miami. I'm up in Broward, but we get Miami's radio. Originally from New York, lived in Atlanta. Same thing happening. Stripped of the contemporary jazz station. CD 101.9 in New York, canceled. Smooth Jazz in Atlanta, canceled. Down here, I haven't heard 1. We have a bunch of hip-hop garbage. It's not even hip-hop. It's trash. Because I don't consider any of this stuff hip-hop. I'm from the hip-hop generation, and none of this stuff is hip-hop. I don't know what it is. I don't know what you want to call it, but it's a mess. I'm very sad to see the demise of black radio. It's terrible what's happening. The demise of black radio was insane. It's just, killing everybody. Killing everything off. Killing all of our stuff. BET sold to Viacom years ago. Essence magazine, our media, sold to somebody else in the hands of other people. Sold. It's amazing what's happening with our media. We've lost control of our music. We've lost control of our creativity in our music. We've lost control of our TV shows. We've lost control of our radio stations. They're trying to kill us. There is an assault. I guess what is this, the trade-off for Obama? The trade-off was we annihilate everything that gives you strength and culture, and we give you this man in the White House? Because I'm not understanding what's happening here and why we've lost control. I don't understand why we've lost control of our creativity, of our media, of our music, of our news, which news is a source of main information to keep the people aware of what's happening. So you cut our voices. Why? The thing is that behooves me is how we allowed this to happen. And for people to go and then just, we allow it. It's not even people. There's nobody to blame. You can't blame the white man. You allowed this to happen. We allowed it. So what's the strategy? I'm venting. I'm talking about it. What's the strategy? What is the strategy so this doesn't happen to us anymore? Is it independent radio? I guess that's the wave of the future anyway. Everybody's going internet.
Yeah. PushGapRadio.com, your official Skip Murphy in the Morning team station. Weather today calls for a high of 110 degrees. Currently here at PushGapRadio.com, it is 104 degrees. While the team is taking different paths since their historic decade-long run at K104, we're going to delve a little bit into where are they now. They remain deeply influential figures within the Dallas-Fort Worth community and beyond. Today, Skip Murphy continues to lead the crew through their digital evolution with Smack On Demand, an online daily show that keeps their signature chemistry alive for a global audience. Nanette Lee remains a powerhouse in the comedy world. Nanette, I still be seeing country sightings, baby. You need to set something up for that. These niggas here done got weird. Okay, Nanette, if you know, you know. Okay, country sightings, nigga. But Nanette Lee remains a powerhouse in the comedy world, frequently hosting her popular Fat Tuesday events and touring as a stand-up act, while Chris Arnold, got you down, serves as a legendary fixture in North Texas sports and should have his own damn show! Through the week, I'm sorry. He's a fixture in North Texas sports as the game night MC for the Dallas Mavericks and as a host of the 105.3 The Fan. Now, he was on there with them white boys, man. Kristen always wrote solo. Again, he's on the weekend, but you got to catch him when you can catch him. What if he had a show through the week? Ain't no black guys on the air talking about sports, but niggas dominate sports, but I digress. Sadly, the team in the city of Dallas mourned the loss of Sam Putney, the voice of reason and beloved news personality who passed away in September of 2024 at the age of 76. Despite this loss, the surviving members, including the Wig, continue to honor their legacy by remaining active in media and community outreach, proving that the bond they built in the 90s remains a cornerstone of Dallas culture. Here's the second part of the Prince interview. Everything I've done is based off the format of Skip Murphy and the Morning Team on K104. I've had great success. That's why I tip my hat. I bend the knee and kiss the ring of the greatest morning team to ever do it. Here's Prince.
The best radio morning team of all time, Skip Murphy and the Morning Team, featuring an exclusive interview with Prince and Nanette's hilarious refrigerator prank. Rest in peace, slamming Sammy Putney.
Yeah. Well, you know, Prince, that's the most I've heard you talking about in 50 years. But you know what? My son, Tom, plays the cello. And y'all don't laugh. He's learning. My daughter plays the flute. Prince, I hear you laughing. My daughter plays the flute and the clarinet, and both of them play piano. And I play bass guitar. And I remember I sent you a tape long ago. Would you...
You about to make them hang up. But you know what, Prince? I got, speaking of playing an instrument, is it the
saxophone?
The saxophone. What is the white girl name? She is so cold.
White girl bad.
Oh my God, that girl's so cold. It's unreal. What's her name, Prince?
What is that white girl name?
Hey, you in the South now. Hey, we keep it real.
One day I was talking to Miles Davis. He looked at me and said, Prince, what's that fat lady's name? No, you didn't.
Hey, I was loving it.
Yeah. Her name's Candy Dulfer.
Yes.
She's talented.
Oh, she's cold.
Hey, Prince, on that same note, now I know, because I heard Dave Chappelle came by your after party in New York.
Right.
I heard you really do play basketball really good.
Oh, yeah, that's a true story.
They said, you took on Eddie Murphy and Eddie's brother in a game of basketball and then gave him some pancakes afterwards.
Well, the pancakes was just kind of like, like a diss, just to,
Right, but you
like
beat him.
Jemima,
Yeah. But you beat him. That's great, man. That's a great story.
I mean, it was the least I could do,
Yeah.
Are you on a mission, Prince, to let the young folk know, man, hey, I'm one of the originators of music.
Yeah, you'll hear me shout out stuff during the concert, like real music by real musicians. You hear me shout out, don't let lip syncers up in this house anymore.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. I mean, we just got to bring it back. And if these kids pick up drumsticks and the bass guitar and the keyboards and saxophones and try to do this stuff for real, something's going to come out, and we're going to get a whole new golden age of music, and that's what I look forward to.
Right. I tell you what, when you come back June 11th to American Airlines Center, Prince, I'm going to be in the audience. I'm going to see if they let me bring my guitar in, and I hope you'll call my name and tell me to come on up on stage and do one with you.
Definitely.
What happens after that?
You get some pancakes.
Don't worry, my man. And you probably didn't even realize, but today's a special day. This day in 1986, your song "Kiss" hit #1 on the pop singles chart.
Wow!
In 1986, this day back in 86.
We got anniversary.
Do you have any idea how many songs you've written?
No, sir.
Yeah, I want to hear from the Morning Team family. Y'all still out there? There is a Facebook page called Remembering Skip Murphy and the Morning Team, or Skip Murphy and Company. Found it. Got a lot of great stuff from the guy. But yeah, go to Facebook and check out the Facebook page for Remembering Skip Murphy and the Morning Team. But yeah, I want to hear from the Morning Team family, man. If you grew up with your radio locked on K104, stick and stay, baby. You remember Slammy Sammy? Friday sign-offs from Nanette Lee ever made you pull over because you was laughing too hard to drive? Drop a comment. Tell me your favorite memory of the crew. Mine was Nanette and her mama, man. I ain't gonna never forget that one. The refrigerator. I was gonna put that in here, but we've gone too long. How did they impact your morning routine? Let's show the world that the DFW connection is still as strong as it was in the 90s. Nigga, family for life. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button as we keep celebrating the legends of Skip Murphy and the Morning Team, who paved the way for creators like myself and a whole lot of you who just don't know it yet. But before I continue, I have to also give homage to the guy who taught me to tell you the story, not read you the story. That would be one each. Willis, the Crooner Johnson. Real quick, I got to get this in, nigga. I'd be remiss. Roll.
This is Funky Larry Jones, and I want to introduce you to Willis Johnson, known as the Crooner to some. He made a name for himself, entertaining thousands on Soul Socket 73, KKDA in Dallas, Fort Worth. He played the big R&B hits of the day, interviewed politicians and celebrities by the score, and became the voice of note for the African American community. When people had no other place to turn, they called Willis Johnson. It was a job he did quite well and stayed on AM 730 and sister station K104 for an impressive 28 years. In that time, he served as program director, morning show host, promotions director, and even took lead in their sales and marketing efforts too. That's a lot for one person's plate, but tireless is a word that is often associated with Willis Johnson. Just as comfortable sitting in the producer's chair as he was behind the microphone, his talents were called upon to be the executive producer of the nationally syndicated show Impact, which aired for 5 years and cleared 65 markets. National TV recognized his good work as well, and for a time, it was commonplace to see Willis Johnson gabbing it up with Phil Donahue, chatting with the crew of Good Morning America or the CBS Evening News. Even national print media felt that he also received the Willow Award, winner from the Dallas Black Chamber for service to the business community. He also received the NAACP's Craft Award, given to Dallas's outstanding community service citizen. Willis took his broadcast experience and put it to work in his newest venture, JBJ Management, where he serves as CEO. From offices in both Fort Worth and Dallas, his drive propels him to continually seek out new opportunities for his clients, the community, and his own improvement. It is my privilege to welcome him to the stage to accept his latest, but certainly not his last honor. Willis Johnson is a 2019 inductee of the Texas Radio Hall of Fame.
All right, Dallas, Fort Worth. Want to hear from you. K104 family for life is what they said. I'm still here. Are you? If you grew up with your dial locked in, man, if you still catch yourself humming, again, one of Sam Putney's legendary parodies, or if Nanette Lee ever had you pulling over because you was laughing so hard, put a comment. Greatest in the game. Greatest to ever do it to me. I'll never see another Michael Jackson. I don't think I'll ever see another Skip Murphy and Company. We explained to you about black media. As a black person, you're 75% more likely to listen to syndicated radio than to listen to Skip Murphy and Company, Tom Joyner back in the day, DDD Banana, LaDonna Tittle in the middle. Those days are gone. They're wiping out our voices. I'm here to keep it alive.
Try to direct people in the right direction.
Well, you had some fine-looking honeys back then, too. Boy, they would roll through.
Well, Wig, that's not what we're talking about here. We're talking about music. We're talking about
the music a little bit about all them fine honeys.
Ain't a woman a fine woman now.
Well, I tell you what, geez, everybody go, dang, Prince got all the fine honeys.
Yeah.
Well, that's some gallery y'all got over there.
We got a little bit of everybody in here, Prince.
Yeah, man.
Well, I tell you, man, we appreciate you taking time just to get it with. I know. Wait a minute. Your number one fan's got another question. He's about to get mad if I let you go.
I've got to ask you another question, Prince. I mean, out of all the instruments, out of all the music, out of all the songs, out of you've been doing this for so long on a consistent basis. And what do you say to those people, who all of a sudden say, wow, Prince is back, even though I know you've been cranking out stuff for the longest?
It never went anywhere. That's right.
Yeah, well, a lot of people that come with sideways comments usually don't really know me. Fear is usually what provokes negativity and the media speculation of a comeback or begging up to some record company for a deal or something like that. It's really not like that. If you talk to Sony, you'll find that they would say that I signed them as opposed to the other way around. You know, they wanted to work with me for a time, and you know, this was the time to do it. It's not like I need a record company. It's I use them when I feel the need to do that. You know, it's a wonderful life. I don't know what to tell you. It's a blessed life.
Yeah. You know, Prince, I have to tell you, I think you planned this all. I mean, the comeback and all that was just, it was so well put together. When you and Beyonce did the Grammys, oh my God, that was an excellent performance. I thought, man, they should go on the road together.
Right. Well, fill me on this. They ask me every year. They've been asking me for the past 7 to 10 years. They always ask me to open, but it's just this time that I felt, you know, okay, well, I do have a tour coming up. This might be cool, and I really dig Beyonce, so let's see if we can't do something.
That'd be great.
And it came off, you know, like it came off. And then, you know, a bunch of other things just kind of fell in line. And you know, some people may say, oh, well, he sat and orchestrated a whole thing. You know, we do what we want to when we want to do it. You know, last year we did, I believe it was last year, that we did multiple nightstands in theaters. And I played theaters because I wanted to showcase this jazz group that I was working with. Yeah. And, you know, I do what I want to do, you know. I could have played arenas back then, but I just, you know, that music wasn't suited for arenas, but this music is, you know.
You know what slayed me, Prince, is the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame performance when you got on the stage. You were doing George Harrison's song with Tom Petty and Jeff Lynne and George Harrison's son, and you did that guitar solo, and George Harrison's son's eyes lit up, and when you got through blowing the crowd away, you threw the guitar up in the air.
Walk off.
And that was a show.
Damn. We're talking with the great Prince. And I tell you, June 11th, when you come to town, I was just thinking about this. If you can come in like a few hours earlier, my wife makes a great meatloaf.
Anytime you want to hang up.
If you can come by the house.
Don't do it, Prince, you'll get the squirts.
You hook me up with some vegetables because I can't hang with that.
I don't think nobody can hang with that.
She can do the vegetable thing, too.
All right.
But it's a pleasure. We wish you continued success. June 11th, we can't wait. Got the one and only Prince.
Thank you all so much.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Can't wait to see you.
All right. Peace out, man. God bless.
Yes, sir.
Now, here's a little segment from a show I did some years ago explaining how I got into radio and the people that influenced me.
On the last episode of the Shackle for One and the Million.
Sometimes you got to put yourself out there. Just got to put yourself out there. So that is what that is. I'll tell you a little bit about myself. I should tell you who I am. Now, those of you who've been following us, we've been here 10 years. We've switched from one platform to another, so we're working our numbers back. I don't know if those people know that we're over here, but I got into radio as a kid in Gary, Indiana. First guy that I loved was called Jim Ragman. We called him the Rag Man in Gary, Indiana. Rag Man talked all over the damn record, boy. Now, by the time I went to radio school at the Votech in Gary, Indiana, my high school years, in the summertime of 75, is when I first went and learned radio. How to take the record, bag it up. Back then, you had to splice tape. Today, it's all done on, freaking computer. But yeah, that's where I learned it. Next person that truly inspired me was the fly jock, Tom Joyner. DDB Banana, the Donna Tittle in the middle, back in Chicago days. WBMX, Oak Park, Chicago, baby. Anything Chicago gets, Gary gets. If it's 10 inches of snow in Chicago, it's 10 inches of snow in Gary, Indiana. These are the people who inspired me. Greatest team in radio. Skip Murphy and Company. The Skip Murphy Morning Show. Sammy Putney. Chris Arnold. The Wig, and Dallas, Texas' very own Nanette Lee. Phenomenal. Skip Murphy taught me how to run a show because before they went off the air, I went to broadcasting school in 2007. I was 46, oldest person in there. And so before Skip Murphy and them went off for 2 weeks, since I went to work at 4 and 5 in the morning, I kept a notepad by me and put the speaker up in the corner, because in the limousine, you're not supposed to be playing music, really. But he couldn't hear it. He was asleep. Hell, it's 5:30 in the morning. And everything they did, I wrote it down. Sam Putney taught me how to have a great time on the air. Chris Arnold taught me to be very thorough, very well prepared. And Nanette Lee taught me to just be myself and have fun with it. Love Nanette Lee. That girl there, let me tell you something. Hysterical. You know why it's funny? Because she didn't say that to her mom. Now somebody else said, well, she called her mom. She didn't. It's just a joke. Shaka 401 in the main event when we come back. Now, of course, we have to have our segment for Samuel Willis Putney, influential and beloved figure in radio broadcasting. Again, passed away peacefully on September 23rd of 2024 at the age of 76. Slammy Sammy was born April 5th of 1948 in Houston, Texas, to Arthur Taylor Rodriguez and Julius Putney, who preceded him in death. Started in radio down in the Third Ward down in Houston down there, which led him to a national stage. His popularity led him to the opportunity here in DFW to be the news anchor for Skip Murphy and the morning team. Between Skip Murphy again, Chris Arnold, Nanette Lee, Wig, Throwdown Sam. Y'all remember Throwdown Sam? Alicia Speeds. And beloved Charlie Rock. Charlie Rock and Roll was off the chain. Y'all don't know nothing about what I'm talking about. This exclusive to Dallas Fort Worth only. Chemistry was just off the chain. Gave him the ability to win over the hearts of listeners within the Metroplex. His coverage of significant events combined with his in-depth interviews and news reports earned him admiration across the industry. Slammy Sammy had a lot of joints, man. Made up stuff, you understand? I want a big fat woman, stoop down, baby, let me jack you up. I'm so glad it's Friday. Slammy had you rolling. You ever see? Yeah, I'll fight a midget, baby. You ever seen a one-eyed woman cry? Y'all have no idea what I'm talking about, man. Y'all need to go on, look up Slammy Sammy Putney's catalog. Man. Sam Putney was survived by his loving wife for 37 years, Ina Putney, man. So, yeah. Slammy Sammy.
Oh man, I hope I can get through this without shedding a tear. I think it was Sunday. We found out that we lost a legend in Sam Putney. Well, before I do that, we lost a legend in Sam Putney. I actually got a video clip here I wanted to show. This was from earlier from NBC5. It was Nanette, the Wig, and Chris Arnold. They sat down and talked about it. But he passed away Sunday. I think it was from a stroke. Man, he was a good friend of mine. As I was telling Kendrick before we came on, I actually did a sit down one-on-one interview with Sam Putney back in 2019. But take a look at this clip. This is earlier today shot for Sam Putney after the announcement of his passing.
Family of longtime Dallas radio personality Sam Putney confirmed his passing on Monday. Putney was known as both a news personality and singer for a top-rated morning radio show in Dallas for years. Today, his former colleagues are sharing his legacy. Here's David Goins.
I don't care how old you were, what age group, what demo audience, everybody loved Sam Putney.
Which is why his loss led off DIDNT in the morning on K104 Tuesday.
We certainly need to have a conversation with the K104 family, and certainly the Dallas family has lost, a legendary.
The best thing about this, we're going to laugh and we're going to cry.
We sat down with Chris Arnold, Nanette Lee, and Wig, three of Sam Putney's co-hosts on the Skip Murphy and Company morning show, a ratings powerhouse in Dallas radio throughout the 90s and early 2000s, with Sam Putney as newsman.
He would have like a news story, and then he would have a funny story.
Let me tell you this real quick. Studies have shown that couples who laugh and smile when they talk about how they met are way less likely to get divorced.
Yeah. Sam liked to make music.
Come on, Sam.
I don't care if she looks like E.T. as long as she is good to me.
He could sing the song, and it was stupid as hell, but it was so funny, and it would just make us feel good. But the community loved him because he knew how to connect.
A special ability, Lynn Hayes with Smooth R&B 105.7, still remembered with Love Tuesday. And a connection former colleagues and lifelong friends say they hope listeners hold on to and cherish as they remember Sam Putney.
Because he really was your uncle, your brother, your cousin.
His family. Family for life.
Family
What
for
was it? Family for
that's,
life.
That's
that
what
was our motto.
Yeah, family for life.
In Dallas, David Goins, NBC5.
A wonderful tribute.
Skip Murphy and the Morning Team didn't just play the hits, they were the hit. From Sam Putney's iconic sign-offs to the chemistry that kept us in stitches, they set the gold standard for Dallas radio. It's like Michael Jackson. Everyone tries to emulate that down here because they understand the formula is successful. Gold standard for Dallas radio and Dallas podcasting in general. I want to know, which Sam Putney parody do you still remember today? I want a big fat woman with meat shaking on the bone. Yeah. How did Smack Crew impact your morning routine, fam? Sound off in the comments. They steered and directed your weekends too, didn't they? Told you where the boogaloo was. U-shape. Dallas, you know. Banging down there at the Cliff Club. Sound off in the comments. Let's give a legendary Dallas voice the send-off they deserve, Don't forget to subscribe for more deep dives into the culture. Dallas, let's talk about the legends, baby. What's your story? Let us know. To the rest of the world, he was a newsman. To Dallas, Sam Putney was a legend. You remember the magic of K104 in the 90s. I want to hear from you. Again, drop your favorite memories of Skip, Sam, Nanette, Chris, the Wig, and let's continue to celebrate the best morning show to ever do it. Yeah, we're going to keep the legacy alive. PushGapRadio.com, your official Skip Murphy in the Morning Team show. Weather today calls for a high of 110 degrees. Here currently at the worldwide studios of PushGapRadios.com, it is 104 degrees. Thank you for logging in. Thank you for following us. Don't forget to put a comment, man. If you was family for life, nigga, I'm standing on that. I never will turn my back on the greatness that's Walter Payton. Die-hard Bears fan, and I will never turn my back on the greatness of slamming Sammy Putney, nigga. Skip Murphy and the Morning Team don't stop till the damn casket drop. Hit us back. Let us know. Pray until something happens. God always provides. At PushGapRadios.com, the power is in the name. See you guys next week, and we thank you for making a part of your world a part of our world. PushGapRadios.com. Dallas, baby. And we're out.
PushGapRadio.com, bridging the gap between old school and new school radio. PushGapRadio.com. It's Dallas, baby.
The best radio morning team of all time, Skip Murphy and the Morning Team, featuring an exclusive interview with Prince and Nanette's hilarious refrigerator prank. Rest in peace, slamming Sammy Putney.